In this video, we are going to discuss how you can score better in your CS exams by using the legal maxims in your answers. Let's begin with the next video on legal maxims. We will be dealing with the legal maxim along with its meaning, explanation and examples for better understanding, the language of origin, and how you can use this particular maxim in your exam to score better. The legal maxim that we have selected for today is Mutatis Mutandis. What does this mean? When you literally translate the word Mutatis Mutandis, it means things being changed that have to be changed. Or, in other words, changing those things which need to be changed. For example, there is a contract between two parties, as on a particular date in 2018. They wish to change certain terms and conditions of the contract of 2018 and bring new terms or substitute the old terms with new terms in 2020. So, in such cases, the concept of mutandis mutandis will be applied, wherein they will change the things that are to be changed, keeping the other things same or without any changes or constant. So, all the terms which are existing in the contract of 2018 will be carried forward in the agreement of 2020 by incorporating few changes that are to be made. So, with necessary changes having been made, other things remain the same. Let's have a look at the explanation for better understanding. The phrase can also mean having substituted the new terms. Mutatis mutandis relates to due alterations to be made in similar statements. So, the main point of issue or the point of matter in the contract or agreement will remain the same. However, few changes, alterations, or substitutions are made in few terms, keeping the matter the same. When used in connection with a contract, mutatis mutandis means considering the changes that must be made or making necessary alterations while not affecting the main point at issue. So, the main point of issue or the matter of consideration, the subject matter will remain the same unaffected, but only certain changes in the terms, conditions are made in the new agreement, and then you say the agreement is mutatis mutandis applicable. The language of origin is Latin. Let's have a look at certain examples of how you can use this particular maxim in your exam to score better. The changes proposed for the first contract apply mutatis mutandis to all other contracts. What does this sentence mean? It means that the concept is used when the parties to a contract already have or previously have had a similar agreement among themselves. So, party are the same and they have had a similar agreement in existence before a particular date, and a certain clause or an obligation used in that earlier contract is being transferred from that agreement to a new one, and any minor changes in the language required to make the transfer will be made. So, any changes that is proposed in the first contract or earlier contract will be mutatis mutandis applicable to all the other contracts, whereby other terms will remain the same. Let's have a look at example number 2. This example is from company law. Section 384 of the Companies Act 2013 deals with debentures, annual returns, registration of charges, books of accounts and their inspection. This is with respect to companies which are incorporated outside India. So, Section 384 is provisions for companies incorporated outside India, and the one clause of Section 384 states that the provision of Section 71 shall apply mutatis mutandis to a foreign company. What does Section 71 deal with? It deals with debentures for Indian companies or companies which are incorporated in India. So, the provision of debentures with respect to which a company incorporated outside India, the provisions of debentures as applicable to Indian companies will apply mutatis mutandis to a foreign company. This means that the provisions given in the Companies Act under Section 71 for debentures will also apply to the companies which are incorporated outside India with necessary changes or alterations being made. So, the basis of this section is that The concept or the provisions laid down under Section 71 with respect to debentures of Indian companies will apply to the debentures issued by the companies incorporated outside India, provided certain changes being made. So, this sentence can be read as the provision of Section 71 shall apply mutatis mutandis to a foreign company. That is, the provisions of Indian company shall apply to that of the foreign company with certain changes being made. The changes may be in terms of certain provisions, may be certain in terms of, yeah, I'm saying this again. The changes may be either in terms of the provisions, the changes may be either in terms of the language that is being used in the provisions. Let's have a look at example number 3. Let's consider a commercial lease renewal. The new lease may include the terms that are identical to those in its predecessor, such as the permitted use of the leased premises. So there is a lease agreement as on 2015, and in 2020 they are entering into another lease agreement with few changes that are required to be made. However, the other things remain the same. So in the agreement or contract of 2015, they have decided of how a particular property can be used and what are the limited permitted uses of that particular land when it is leased. So such terms will remain the same in the agreement of 2020. So this will be explained by this. The new lease might state that the terms of that certain lease between the parties dated 1st March 2015 governing the permitted use of the leased premises shall hereby incorporated mutatis mutandis. So, in the agreement of 2020, the terms with respect to the permitted use of the leased property will apply mutatis mutandis and no change will be brought in that particular clause while other things will be changed. So, this is the concept of mutatis mutandis where certain changes will be made which are required to be made and other terms will remain the same or constant.
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. You can check for the other legal maxims in the description below. And yeah, please let us know in the comments box if you understood the legal maxim. See you in the next video with another legal maxim.